Good morning and welcome to our June market update. I thought I would spend five or so minutes just going through what the market has done in June, what might be going on the next couple of months, and how that might affect you in your area. Now, the stats that I'll sort of discuss today, they are UK averages, so they're not specific to mid Sussex. I will relate some sort of relevant points to this particular area in mid Sussex, so that we can get a bit of an idea of what is going on here locally. But these are, as I said, these are national statistics. So I think the headline stat, and this comes from Rightmove, so a pretty reliable source, is that asking prices fell in June, not significantly, but by 0.3%, which doesn't sound like a huge amount, but that's the first drop in over 10 years in June. So that in itself is quite a stat, and it in my opinion, it's due to the oversupply. Really, there is lots and lots of stock on the market at the moment. I think everybody's probably noticing that. So I think that probably relates to why asking prices have fallen. Obviously, it depends on where you are in the country, but we are seeing that, I think, sort of localized in this area too. The higher end of the market, so probably above the 2 million range, has dropped slightly more, 0.8%, and this month, driven by affordability pressures really, and the higher stamp duty costs as well. Obviously, we had that Q1 incentive, where hopefully lots of people took advantage of it, but obviously now we're back to stamp duty, and it's a lot of money you've got to find in order to buy. So that does have an impact, certainly. Having said that, buyer behaviour is pretty good. May this year was the busiest month for sales agreed since March 22. So if you remember back to sort of late 2020, 2021, early 22, market was very, very strong. So to have the best month for sales agreed for over 3 years is a really positive sign. So the demand is certainly there. People want to buy, they want to move, and obviously there's lots of choice for them at the moment. So that is a great thing. There's 11% more homes coming to the market. So as I said earlier, there is a lot of competition. Pricing needs to be key, which does lead me on to my next point. I'm having lots of discussions with clients at the moment about the importance of trying to get your home listed on a price bracket, whether that's 4, 5, 600,000 or 1.25, 1.5, whatever it may be. There is a reason that I would always advise about trying to get on a price bracket if you can. Generally, you will get more eyes on, so to speak. So you'll have more people looking at it on the portals, whether it's Rightmove, on the market, Zoopla, wherever you list. So I'm discussing that a lot. So, and what I mean by that is if your home is around the 1.25, 1.3 mark, let's say, there is much more value, in my opinion, of listing your home at 1.25 to capture the bracket that you can sit on Rightmove, for instance. You'll get everybody looking up to 1.25, you'll get people looking down sort of between the 1.25 and 1.5. So immediately you will get a lot more inquiries, and significantly, if it's priced correctly and the strategy is spot on, if you can get an inquiry on your within the first 24 hours of listing, again, this has come from Rightmove, you're 22% more likely to sell than those that take 2 weeks or more, which is a really, really important point. If you can get an inquiry on your first day, you stand a much better chance of selling than those that are on the market 2 weeks later. So pricing is key, and if you can get on one of those brackets, it's really important. Right, what else? I didn't want to mention Christmas in June when I'm sat in front of a pool, but I will. We're nearly at the end of June. Again, sources that I'm sort of using here, 20EA is another one, and Rightmove, they are suggesting completions. So from the point of instructing, so you go on the market day one, completions have gone over the 200-day mark for the first time ever, which is quite a long time. And in the southeast, it's even longer. It's 222 days on average. I'm pleased to say mine don't take that long. Mine are 156 days. So from day one launch, and part of that is finding the buyer. So we find a buyer faster, and we get to completion faster than the national average, and also a lot of our competitors, which I'm really pleased about. But my point is, if you're wanting to move this year, you need to get on with it. You need to be under offer in July or August to stand any chance of getting completed for Christmas. So if you want your Christmas dinner, probably not with the pool in the background, but if you do, then that's great. I've got something for you. If you want your Christmas dinner in your new home, you need to be under offer in July or August to stand a chance. So speak to your agent or me about a strategy that will get that will make that happen, because that's really important. We're not even in July yet. As I said, I didn't want to talk about Christmas, but I have. It's important if you want to move this year. So I'll leave it at that for now. I hope you found that useful. There's lots of positivity in the market. There is a lot of stock, but if you're priced correctly and your strategy is spot on, you will sell. If you're having difficulties, speak to me, let me know, and I would love to help. So thank you for watching. Catch up in July for our next market update. Thanks very much.